Hey guys, so obviously I'm still in the same outfit because I don't have class on Fridays and Mondays, and I don't work. I'm not working at my other job, so I have a little bit of time to do a few videos. But if you're new here, my name is Beatrice, and thanks for checking out Just Being Us. Just comes from my boyfriend named Justin and my name Beatrice, so we just mashed it together, and that's how we got Just Being Us. So we are just a perfect match made in heaven and in YouTube. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so this is another request that one of our viewers asked us to do, or me to do, since Justin is in here, and I will be talking about dating older men. Ooh, that's my type. No. Dating older men. I personally, Justin is 25. Yes, my baby's 25. Dang, he's getting old. No, and I'm 21. So we're 4 years apart. 4 years, and it look like, a few days or a month or so apart. So, but mainly for 4 years. And the person that was before Justin, we're 5 years, almost 6 years apart. And then I spoke to someone who was 8 years apart with me. So as you see, Justin's probably the youngest that I've talked to, well, dated. But dating older men, there's pros and cons to everything. Dating older men, dating younger men. Personally, I do not like dating younger men or people my age group, like me being 21. Justin is still in my age group technically, because like 25 to 30, that's when it's like a different age gap. But I personally would not date someone being 21, me being 21, or would date someone being 22, 23, maybe. And that's just my personal preference. I just like older people, because now age is nothing but a number. I've heard that before. Yes, that's very true, because I have conversed with older men that are not as intelligent. They're very less than smart and very immature. And then I've talked to conversed with people that may be a year younger than me, and they're very mature. So I do not think that age defines maturity at all, because I'm 21 and I've met a lot of older people that I'm way mature than. Just speaking to them for a few seconds, I'm like, okay, you got to go. But it's just dating older men. I would say one pro would definitely be, if this is in a perfect scenario, right? The man is mature. Yeah. So in a perfect scenario, dating older men that's matured is they're matured, which helps you out a lot. Helps you build your maturity level, because no man wants to have. Let me be careful how I say this before I get bashed. At least personally, I would not want to be on a man's arm, who's like very matured, has everything going, and I'm just like all in la la land. I don't have anything else going for me. So man is mature, that most likely has his career or has a decent job, whatever that may be. So that he or she can take, well, older men, right? So no, he can take care of business when it comes to home, like keeping the home, bills and stuff like that. They've also experienced a little bit more life, so when you guys go through things that might not be as big or is an issue, like they can kind of explain to you a little, like, okay baby, like I understand where you're coming from, but I was here 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and I promise you it's not as bad, like it will get better type thing. So dating an older man definitely does have its pros. They kind of have everything else going for them, so you don't have to raise them, hopefully. You don't have to train, and I'm saying train like they're a dog, but not really. Just, you don't have to, there's a lot of things that you don't have to teach an older man how to do, or how to say something, or what to do, versus a guy that may be young and immature and just want to wild out and stuff like that. Another thing about dating older men that I personally love or like is that they have a goal, like they have goals set for themselves. Now, granted, they may not be able to reach all of those goals, but usually they set realistic goals that are reachable. So it's like when you're with an older man, or yeah, when you're dating an older man, it's like you know that in the next 10 years, this is his potential plan for himself. And then that lets you know, okay, can I stick around, or do I want to stick around for whatever that plan is? So yeah, you know, they have a plan for themselves and they plan to execute that plan. So that's a really, really huge benefit. Whereas people my age group, I know one of my buddies, he tells me, B, live life, like don't get married, or like, you know, things like that, because that mentality level, it's like live life and spread your seeds, and I'm just like, no, I just want to settle down with my baby and just, you know, because I don't need to do all of that to live quote unquote life. So that's another thing I would say when it comes to dating an older man versus a younger man. It's that older man knows what he wants and goes after it, whereas is a younger man, some of them, not everyone and not just every older man, but some young, you know, a lot of young men don't know. They're still trying to figure out who they are and what they want to do with their life. So they're like scattered. Their brain is very, very scattered. Benefit of a, I don't know, it's just I don't know, it's just something about it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like, yeah, that's my man, like, you know, it's just something about it. I'm not gonna get into what I'm thinking now, because not now, at least. Maybe when Justin is here, he could talk about it, because I feel like he's the guy that needs to say this. But so yeah, that's basically that's the only thing that I would say. Like, dating older men, like, really does have its pros, and then, you know, sometimes, and the con for sure that I would say is that they maybe don't date someone that's too old. Like, me being 21, I'm not gonna date someone who's 41, because they've lived what, a decade or two over me, and things that I may find annoying or irritating or I'm crying about, they may find it as me being just petty and just being childish. You know what I mean? So that's one thing, con that I would definitely would say. It's like knowing your limit, like where to cut off your age. I always say like between 5 to 7 years or something. It depends how old you are. Like me being 21 right now, I'll date, of course, 25, right? That's Justin. So that's 4 years. I'll probably being 21, I'll probably go up to 7 years apart. And that's maybe a little bit even pushing it, but it's just like knowing how far that you want to go, because you never want to date someone that's too old, someone that's already lived life. So it's like when you're excited about something, there really isn't, because they've already experienced that, so they don't see really anymore the excitement in that. And also when it comes to having children and family, me again being 21, I'm not going to date someone that's 61 or 65, because the chance of them really still want to have family and such might be a little bit slim to none, because it's not fair to them to bring a child in this life knowing that they're that age. So that's something you got to think about as well when it comes to dating older men, because it's like if you want to have family and they don't, that's a huge conflict. That's something I would never compromise with, because I do want a family. So that's another thing to think about. And also when it comes to introducing them to your family, vice versa. I was going to end this video, but I didn't even think about these. But yeah, just introduce them to your families and friends and stuff like that. Yeah, we try in the perfect world, it's like don't care about what anyone says, blah 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 and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're humans, and we are humans that want to be accepted. It's just something natural. It's something we can't help. Naturally, we want to feel accepted in whatever environment and stuff we are in. So when it comes to our families and friends, we do want our family and friends to appreciate, or to accept the person that we're with. So if Beatrice, myself, I was to bring someone home who's older than my dad's in his 50s, who's older than my dad, heck no, that would never happen. Like, my dad would look at me like, hey, I'm crazy, and then look at this man like he's a pervert, because you were dating someone that's older than, like, you know, you're older than me, you're trying to date my daughter. So just keeping that also in mind. Like, but if your family is cool with that, then kudos to you, you know, live a great life. But just keep that in mind. Like, dating older men does have its pros, but a lot of its cons, it's like, are you willing to risk all of that just because, of age and stuff like that? And then, you might want a younger man who is very mature at everything you want, and then you guys can grow together. And that's another thing about dating someone around kind of your same age group. Like Justin and I were still in the same bracket of age group. Like it's 21 to 25. That's like the same bracket. So we're growing together and we're maturing together. He's not too far ahead of me and I'm not too far behind him. So we're all like kind of feel like we're in the same kind of level. So we're growing together. And but if you're dating someone that's like way over there, like seeing life, right? Like this man has seen life, and you want to go do certain things, and I find that interesting. I don't want to go to Disneyland. I don't want to go hiking. I don't want to do this because I'm old. Like, so, and also health wise. So you got to think about health wise. It's like you want, when you say I do, or you want to be someone, you want to be with this one person for as long as possible. But this person is too old. Long might not be that, that long. So just keep all that in mind. So yeah, just comment below. Let me know how the oldest that you've dated, and if it worked out or if it didn't, and what you did to kind of keep the relationship still fun and still young. Because just because they're old doesn't mean they're boring. All right. So just kind of things that you did to keep your relationship still young and still fun, and yeah. So again, thanks for checking out Just Being Us. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't already, don't forget to share our videos so it's spread. We get the word more out there. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like our videos, and don't forget to comment. So I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.